All right. Good morning. It is Wednesday. We are on workout number 2 of week number 3 of our 6-week workout. There's a lot of numbers just right there thrown at you. But that's what we're known for, counting. Not really. All right, my friends. Let's stand up. Let's get it going. I hope you guys are all having a good time with this thing. Feeling good about the lifts. Hopefully, maybe you're feeling more comfortable about pulling a few more pounds with your weights and or bands throughout this. And if not, give us a holler. Give us a shout. Let us know if you need any extra tips just on the side. That's what we're here for. So today you'll need your weight and band. And if you don't have a band, it's okay. You can use weight. We'll figure out how to do that as well. So we're going to stand up nice and tall. We're going to start with our joint moves. Standing up tall. We're going to start up from the neck, work our way all the way down. And all we're going to do is like tuck that chin back, give us some double chins. And we're going to look to the left and look to the right. Keep it tucked, look to the left, look to the right. You might even think about pulling those fingertips down towards the ground, rooting those fingertips into the floor, and that just thinks about pulling those shoulders down towards that ground. While we look to the left as far as you can, and look to the right as far as you can. And just checking in with the neck to see how it feels. Let's go one more to each side. Good, shake it out. Now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do chin tuck. And we're going to look up as high as you can. Keep it tucked. Look down as far as you can. Keep rooting those fingertips down to the floor. Looking up and looking down. Let's go one more time, up and down. And shake it out from there. Good. I'm going to go neck circles now. Once more, bring my fingertips down to the ground, chin to the chest, roll the ear to the side, back and around, and I'm going to roll it back and weight this pain. Keep trying to pull those fingertips down so my shoulders don't want to shrug up towards my ears. And if they do start shrugging, maybe you go a smaller circle. We're not going quite as far, maybe ear to the shoulder or something like that. Maybe it's just not as far. And so they don't bother that neck or whatever it is that's talking to you. One more time. Finish on the other side. All right, shake it out. Good. Now we're going to do those little lat reaches. We reach up or reach over. Try to pull this hand up the top one way. Pull that bottom hand underneath the opposite way. And let's switch. Move on that breath. Breathe in to stand up tall. Breathe out when you reach. Big reach. One more big breath in. Let's finish on this side. Good, shake them out. Let's go to those shoulder rings. So we're going to roll that back shoulder over, almost in a shrug up here. Roll that other hand over. And let's go to the opposite side. And switch. And switch. Switch. And switch. Switch. Finish on the other side. Good, shake them out. Let's go into those little pelvic circles now. So let's push that hip back about 45 degrees backwards to the side. Then we're gonna come back to the back, push it straight back, feel it into the hamstrings. Back up to the sides, you might get it more on the outsides of your butt. And we're gonna push those hips all the way forward, looking for that stretch in those hip flexors. We're gonna go back around the way it is came, and go as slow as you feel. If you want to stay on any of those points longer than others, go for it. I'm just gonna kind of keep my feet rooted to the floor. Push those hips so you get a nice little stretch. Really try to push the hips backwards. Actually kind of bow down just to get more stretch on the back of my hands as I come down. That was doing pretty well. Let's go one more time around. Woo. Feeling it. Got a nice 6 mile run just before, well, I guess it was hot already, but yesterday, man, my legs are feeling it. So these stretches feel nice for me. All right, so we're gonna go into that down dog and that step up now. So we're gonna do that little combo. Let's come on down to the floor in that plank position. Nice and long through that spine in that plank position. Let's push our hips back, head through our shoulders. Get a nice stretch on the back of the calf and the hands. And we're gonna step up that left foot towards that left hand, get that knee right by that shoulder. Now I'm gonna drop my right hip into the floor for a hip flexor stretch. So I'm gonna push my right hip flexor down into the ground, let it come back up. Now I'm gonna drop my left elbow in towards the ground. Get a stretch on my hamstring, and now I'm gonna rotate. I'll put my hand back to the floor, step back, go back to that down dog position. Get a stretch to the back of the legs, push my knees backwards, step up with my right foot, push my left hip into the floor for that hip flexor stretch. Let it come back up, drop my right elbow in towards the ground, and then open that chest up. Reach my hand up towards that ceiling for that thoracic spine. The hand comes back to the ground, steps back, down dog. Step back up. Drop that right hip into the floor. Get that hip flexor stretch. Bring it back up. Left elbow comes in for that stretch on that hamstring. And now let's open that chest up. Bring that hand up towards that ceiling. Put that hand back down. Step back. Down dog. Step up. Drop that left hip in. Let it come back up. Right elbow in. Open that chest. Hand comes to the floor. Step back. Down dog again. Lots of down dogs here. Step up. Right hip into the floor for that hip flexor stretch. Bring it up. Left elbow in. Open that chest up. Reach for the ceiling. Hand back to the floor. Step back. Back into that down dog. Step up. Left hip flexor. Bring it back up. Right elbow into the ground. Open that chest up. Hand back to the floor. Let's go one more time around on both sides. Down dog. Step up. Drop that right hip in. Bring it back up. Left elbow in. Get that hammy stretch for that left hand. Reach to the ceiling. And then put that hand back down. Step. One last down dog. Step up. Left hip flexor in. Pull it back up. Right elbow in. Reach to the ceiling. Hand back to the floor. And let's walk those hands back up towards those feet. All right. Nice work, guys. All right, let's balance on that foot. Let's get those toe circles, ankle circles. So paint that big circle with the toes. We'll go 5 times one way. Work on your balance. Once you hit your 5, you're gonna go reverse it. Go 5 the other way. Get the joints lubricated. Get them ready to go. And when you're done, switch and go the other side. 5 times one way. And 5 times the other way. Good. Put your feet back on the ground. Now we're going to go in those tight twists. So let's pivot on the feet. Let the arms be like ropes. Nice and easy. Get that low back warmed up. So we have 3 exercises coming up. 2 rounds. And they are all, let's see, they all have repetitions. So, and keep on going and rest. And it looks like it's all body movement. So, no weights right now, no bands, nothing like that that we need. So, I'll give you guys about 1 minute to get a drink of water if you need it. Call your friends, tell them to come join us. Go find your siblings. You know what I'm talking about.
My sibling is MIA today.
Where is she?
I don't know where Allison is.
Are they still in Santa Rosa?
Yeah, they are, but I don't know what they're doing. Or
Probably not, yeah.
looks like
Hopefully
they went.
hopefully going to wine country.
Yeah, it looks like they went kayaking yesterday. I don't know, somewhere in the area. So I guess she's getting some exercise in.
Oh, sweet. That sounds like a great time.
I know.
It's probably really warm out there.
Probably.
All right, my friends. We're going to start off plank toe touches. So we're going to go to our palms. We go to our fists, wherever you feel like. If your wrists are bothering you these days, you can always use weights if you wanted to. And that just helps to keep the wrists straight. If you want to go on your fists, you can go on your fists too. Or if you have a couple of dumbbells, a couple of kettlebells, you can do that and go onto the floor to help keep your wrists nice and straight here. Okay, so if those planks, anything on your hands and wrists bother you, that's what we can get into. So FYI. So all we're going to do, we're kind of do more down dogs for the most part. So we're going to keep our legs nice and wide, plank position. We're always going to be turned back to this plank position. We'll shoot our hips back. As we do that, we're going to take one hand away, touch that opposite foot. Okay, and we return back in a plank. Push our hips back, touch the opposite foot, shin, knee, whatever you can reach there. Now, as I do it, it's a little core exercise. It's like doing a plank, right? So that very top of that plank position, I want to squeeze my abs, right? And not just go through the motions. Squeeze it, make sure they're tight. Hold it 1, 2, push it back, hold it 1, 2. Yep. So that's going to be your first movement. The second movement is going to be our limbo squats. And so that's going to be imagining there's a line or a rope drawn or a stick, whatever you want to think about, ducking underneath it, getting both feet on one side, stepping back, ducking underneath that rope. Someone's rope can be super low, right? The lower you get, the harder it's going to be for that squat position. So usually we have 20 of those. Let me take a step back. We have 8 on each side, plank, toe touches. Then we have 20 limbos, okay? And then we have the little broken elevators. So starting on the forearms, we'll go right to left, wide stance with feet, elbows go to the shoulders. We're going to place that right hand underneath the shoulder, left hand under the shoulder. Right, left for 5, and then we'll go left to right. So always hitting with the left on the way down and on the way up, okay, for 5. So we'll roll through those 3 exercises 3 times. All right, hopefully you got your drinks. You guys are all ready to roll. Let's meet up down on the floor. We're gonna get going in 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's find that plank position. Now let's shoot the hips back. Touch right hand to left toe. Pull yourself back and hold here for a second. Push your hips back. Hold 1, 2. Squeeze those abs and back. Hips go back. 1, 2, and back. Push your hips back. 1, 2, back. Push. Back in a plank. Push. Back in a plank. Push. Back in a plank. Push your hips back. Hold that plank. Push. Plank. Push. Hold that plank. Try to keep those quads, that core tight. Push. Plank. Hips back. Plank. Hips. Let's go 2 more. 1 more on each side. It's also a nice little shoulder workout too. You're always finishing with that shoulder right above, right by your ear. So bicep by that ear. All right, standing up nice and tall. Wherever your rope is, you're ducking underneath it. Okay. So we're gonna start both feet on one side. We're gonna step, drop underneath it. Get both feet on the opposite side of that rope. We got 20 total. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Step and drop for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. You got it, guys. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Woo. Shake them out. Let's come on down to that ground. Going down to those forearms. Elbows go right underneath the shoulders to start with. And when we turn there, that'll be your 1 rep. So coming up and back down is 1. So wide stance of the feet. Right hand goes under the shoulder. Left hand goes under that shoulder. Right elbow, left elbow for 1. Right hand, right elbow. So always lead with that right on the way up. Right one on the way down. 3, 4, and 5. Now we lead with my left hand on the way up. Left hand goes in that shoulder. Right hand into that shoulder. Stand back down, left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. We won't go too far from there. Not gonna go too far from that. We're gonna do those nice little plank and toe touches, 8 per side. Give yourself a few seconds. We're gonna go 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's find that plank position. Hold it. Shoot the hips back. Tap that toe. Get a nice little squeeze at the top of that plank position. 1, 2, 3. Always pull yourself back in that plank position. 4. Good squeeze. 5, 6. I'm only counting this side on my right side. 7. And 8. Finish up wherever you have. Stand up nice and tall. We're gonna go back to those little limbo squats. Here we go. 5, 4. Find your line, find your rope. Let's go. Step underneath and back up. Underneath, duck under trees. You have 20 total. 10 on each side. 7, 8, 9. I got one more on each side. Finishing over here. Woo. All right. Back to the floor. Starting in those elbows. We're going to go right to left, right to left 5 times. Do 5, 4, 3. Starting on those forearms, right stance those legs. Squat those hips in. Here we go. Right hand, right shoulder, left hand, left shoulder. 1, 2. Squeeze the cheeks. 3. Try to keep those hips from wobbling so much. 4 and 5. Now we're moving left to right. Left one always leads on the way up and on that way down. 1. So now that side has to work a little bit more. 2, 3. Nice job, you guys. 4. Last one. And 5. Excellent. Rest there. Now, if you have a band, use it. You get a nice little row, and it's all going to be timed. So if you have 2 bands, you're just going to row to that chest. So row into that chest with that band. So you can grab it. You go thumbs up, palms down. It's up to you. But you're going to finish with those elbows nice and close to your torso. Okay? Think about pulling those elbows down towards that hip. And that'll make that back fire some more. So if you have your bands, do row. Okay? You scoot back to make it more challenging. Maybe make it too challenging towards the end. Scoot in. Keep on baby step in. Really, really small. Now, if you don't, and you just have your kettlebell dumbbells, and maybe have 1 or 2. You have 2, both at the same time, obviously. If you only have 1, it's alternated at the bottom position. Okay? So your choice. That's your first exercise. The next one is going to be an alternating high pull, which you'll need your weight for. And we're just going to start off weight between the feet, squat down, stand up tall, start that lawnmower, right? And you're going to go 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off there. Always dropping it right between the feet, making that nice straight line from that bottom to that top position. The last one we're going to do, which one I like, I really like this one, is that lunge. So we do that lateral lunge. We'll step out, keeping this in the goblet squat position at that top. Let that weight wrap around your head. Drop out to the other side. So what we're doing with this leg, notice this one's nice and straight. Okay? We're going to think about pushing the ground away with that left leg, standing up tall. Let that thing wrap all the way around your head. So 3 exercises, 2 choices. Hopefully we got our stuff set up. I'll wait for a couple people. Make sure you got enough tension on there. We'll go in about 20 seconds. Make sure we're all in that right place. As I see you guys set up, I'll just sip on my coffee. You can always, if you have like the bands and they just connect real easy, you can double up, you can quadruple up, you can triple up, and it's easy to take them off of those hooks. So just keep that in mind. All right, here we go. We're going to go on band pulls for 45 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, let's do it. I'm going to go palms up. Get a nice little squeeze here. So just trying to contract my lats by pulling my shoulder blades back and then down, and then driving those elbows towards my hip. I'm going to go slow and control, get a nice little pause in that position here, that contracted position. Really try to fire. And I have a light band right now. But I'm going to really just go slow, pull, seconds. The next round off. I'll just do the kettlebell row. Good, and then rest. Nice. So looking for this muscle back here to fire. It's a big stabilizing muscle. Some people call it core muscle. But it's a large muscle that helps attach upper back. So great one to use. All right, my friends. Here we go. Alternating high pose. So straddle that weight. 3, 2, 1. Chest up, bottom down. Snatch that thing above the floor. Pull quick, as if it's a lawnmower, right? Pull it. Bring it down. Make the legs do most of that work. I'm going to assist on the way down. I'm nursing a little forearm tweak. Too much gardening. PNW in the springtime. It's a lot of gardening going on. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Good. Take a breather. Lateral lunge halos. Lateral lunge halos. So start with that weight to that goblet squat position. Sorry, goblet position. So I'm gonna step out to my left. Make my right leg nice and straight. Stand tall. Wrap that weight around my head. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Step in. Rapid. Step. Make that leg nice and straight. Rapid. Halos are great for that shoulder mobility. So you're really letting the weight do all that work. Just letting the scapula move, elevate, press, etc. Protract, retract. With that whole halo movement. So let the weight pull your arms back there, right? 3, 2, 1, rest. All right. Think about what you just had. Is it challenging enough for you? Could you challenge yourself a little more? We have 2 rounds. What do you think about that? All right. So when we return, we're going to go back to the rows, whether you're using bands or dumbbells or kettlebells, doesn't matter. Go 45 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's do it. 45 seconds on the clock. Lovely thing about the bands, you know, scoot back a smidge, it makes it that much heavier, right? Especially at that final contraction, it's when it gets to its peak tension. We're going to make it more challenging, just walk a little bit further back. And vice versa, if I want a little bit easier. Let's work on that good squeeze in the back. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good. I'm going to come around and watch this next one. You guys have high pulls. Put on a show for me. You're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do it, my friends. Straddle it. Good. Nice high pull. Rip that thing off the ground. Make the legs do most of that work. Nice. Beautiful, Brenna. Look at those nice reps. Good. Good work, Adam. You got a beast right there. Look like you cut off someone's head and you're just pulling it off their neck right now. Sorry, that's a bit vulgar. Obscene. It's a cool kettlebell, man. Now I'm just jealous. There you go, Dana. Good. Now let that thing come down a little bit quicker. Pop it and then drop it right back down. Yeah. Good. And back down quick. Good. Up. So the movement comes from the legs. The arms just assist it. There you go. Good. And just think faster now. Yep. Good. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Nice job. Nice work, you guys. All right. So we're gonna do that lateral lunge plus that halo. And 5, I know these things go by quick. 4, it's gonna get warm today. 3, 2, let's do it. Time's on the clock. Step. Let that kettlebell, dumbbell, whatever it is, wrap around that head. You're gonna comb your hair with your forearms. Make your forearms comb your hair. Give yourself a new hairdo. There you go. Good. Nice job keeping your backs in that nice straight position, that neutral position. You guys are looking good. Step. There you go. Comb your hair with your forearms. 10 seconds to go. Nice. Driving on that outside foot, returning back to the center. And finish on the side you did not start with. And then rest. We'll take 30 seconds. Get your breath in, breath out. We'll rip through one more round. Ripping through one more round there. You guys look solid. Can't say much, except good job. All right. In about 10 seconds, we're going back to those rows. Roll it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's do it. Row it up, my friends. Drive those elbows towards those hips. Try to get those lats to squeeze. Get a good squeeze at the top. Hold that at the top. 1 count and then back down. Nice, Brenna. Good. Hold it if you can and then back down slow. And also, Ms. Brenna, try to drive your elbows towards your hips a bit more instead of up here, right? Try to drive them down towards that hip. Yes, and you'll feel that lat fire. Yeah, there you go. And you don't get as much internal rotation from that shoulder, and you get more of that lat work. Keep it up. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Nice job. Good correction, my friend. Excellent. All right. Alternating high pulls. Alternating high pulls. Write down your reps. If you haven't been doing that, I should remind you guys. Weights, etc. We're going to go on 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's go. I'm going to do something slightly different just to be nicer to my forearm. I'm going to go with a nice hop. Switch to the top. Switch. Let's get a jump. Keeps my elbow happy. I always call it down jump shape, right? When it lifts, that's pretty much what you're getting into. So it's just jump shooting. Being explosive from the bottom to the top. Keep it up, my friends. Nice. Finish on the side you didn't start with, and then rest. Write your reps down, write your weights down. We've got 3, 2, 1. Rack, step, stand, comb your hair. Step, stand, comb your hair the other way. Step, stand, comb. Keep it up. Almost there. Finish on the sides you didn't start with. We'll take a nice break after that. All right. Sweaty. Sweaty. Okay. 3 rounds continuous. Woo. Okay. So you're gonna want kettlebell, dumbbell, band, and your booty band right now. Okay. So get your booty band while we take our little breather. If you don't have it nearby, I'll show you what we're doing. So the first one, we're gonna go RDL, both feet on the floor though. Instead of doing single leg, we're doing double right now. Standing up nice and tall, pulling those shoulder blades into the back pocket, reaching with our hips backwards. So I want to reach my butt towards that wall back behind me. Feel a stretch in the back of my legs. I'm reaching with my chest, keep my shoulders packed. You don't want to reach and let the arms just come out of socket. We're trying to support that upper back by engaging our lats. Standing up nice and tall, okay? So we go slow, right back up for 12. Try to squeeze the glutes all the way back up. Okay, so you have 12 there. Then we have a booty band and squat. So I did not bring my booty band. However, you put the band around your legs. The higher up they go, the easier it is. The lower they go, the more challenging it is. So your job is to keep those shins perpendicular, okay? And not letting the knees collapse in towards the toes as we do our squat. So break that band at a time. Think about tearing the ground up with your feet, and that'll help you externally rotate the legs, which are actually activate your EBWs. So you have 15 to 20 squats, body weight or weighted, it's up to you. And then finally we have power press. That's the band where we step aside, press out. This is where my work is being done, right? Right here, there's not much going on. But once I reach, I'll hold for 1, 2, pull it back. And it's like doing a side plank for us. Okay? So we 10 there. Whew. We're gonna go 3 rounds continuous. Okay? So I'll roll through it with you guys. Grab your appropriate weight. RDL, you guys can probably do a good amount of weight. As long as we brace, some of us have talked about that. How to hold that brace so we don't bother that low back. That's why we're engaging the lats, we're engaging the core to help support our spine. So keep that in mind as we go through this. Here we go. 12 repetitions for RDL. 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do it. Draw those hips back. Keep that weight nice and close to the shins. Nice and long that spine, just like we stand up. So the only thing that's moving is our hips, right? Draw the hips back, squeeze, stand tall at the time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna keep coming around and check you guys out. 7. You can poke your belly. Is it strong at the bottom? Is it feeling firm? You take one hand off. Nice job keeping the weights nice and close to that body. You're looking for that nice stretch in the back of the hammy. Try to squeeze the glutes, come right back up. And I was gonna say is, Dana, try to keep your shoulders back at that bottom position. Don't let them fall forward. There you go, that's better. It's hard to do. That's it, good. You're fighting gravity in that weight that's pulling your hands down. Now, once you're done with that 12, you go into those booty bands. So put that band on, feet just outside the hips, and you're gonna go 15 to 20 squats. You can grab weight if you want to, and you can throw it in that goblet squat position. You can throw it in that suitcase position if you want to. You can hold it here, right out front. You got 15 of those. Go ahead, go at your own pace. Now I'm just gonna watch as you guys do that. Here we go. Nice, Adam. Good. Drop it. There you go. Nice, Sylvia. Good job, Brenna. Nice. Well done, Dana. Well done. Those look good. 15 to 20 of those. Once you're done with those, you're gonna roll right into that banded Palloff press. Banded Palloff press right after this. Get your numbers in. And when you're all done, we should write down that time when we finished. There it is. Palloff press for some of us. Good. Try to hold it out for 1, 2. Tap that chest, bring your hands right back to the middle of the chest. Bring it out, hold it. 1, 2. Also thinking about keeping those shoulders packed. We're not going to roll forward. Tall, push, and back. Not saying that you are. It's just a little tip we tell everybody. Make it challenging. Push it, hold it, pull it back in. We're going to go 10 to one side. You'll go 10 to the other side. And we're just doing a little side plank, holding the plank up, letting the hip rest. Push out, holding that plank up, letting that hip rest, right? We'll go 10 to the other side when you guys are there. Nice. Now, if you don't have a band, we can do a side plank. Yeah, the side plank does the same thing if we don't have that band, right? So we go elbow to the shoulder, legs out, hip up, tap it down, up. Now we get that same activation to the core, those obliques that we're looking for. So we go 10, tap, up, hold it, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up, 1, 2. So that's a modification if you don't have that band. Nice, good. And that'll definitely get your core firing there as well. Excellent. Now, once you're done, we're going to keep going right into those RDLs. So back to the RDLs, 12 there. You can challenge yourself. Let's say your weight is super easy, okay? I have a fairly light weight for me. I'm going to step on my band, loop this through the handle, and so at the top of my RDL, I have extra tension at the top, right? Still pulling myself down, not a lot of tension. Now I get more tension with that band, with my kettlebell. And I always make my legs wider. No tension with the band. As I stand taller, I get a lot more tension there, right? So this makes it a bit more challenging if I have light weights. And obviously, get a tighter band or a big, thicker band. So here's your 12 reps here. Once you're done, that's 12 RDLs. Grab your booty band, put it back on. And we're gonna do a little squat with those on, right? So squat it, 15, 20 squats. However you feel like doing it. You can use the weight, you cannot use the weight, it's up to you. Oh, I'm gonna grab it in here. I'm gonna choose my position to hold it. Yes, keep it up. It's good that everybody's in tempo. Nothing wrong with that at all. Good. Pour yourself down. Nice job, Dana. Good stuff for that goblet squat. Nice, Sylvia. Nice, Brenda. Keep it up. Hold it, squeeze it, right back in. Very nice. Yeah. That's that face. You know you're doing something, and it's challenging. Nice, Adam. Fight that rotation. Don't let it pull you. Keep everything nice and lined up on our Palloff presses, so no one should break should always look like that same position here. And again, if you don't have that the band, go ahead and do that side plank. 10 hip taps on one side, 10 on the other side. I'll do some with you. See, this is on my 10 because it's all continuous. I'm going to go to that opposite side. Nice. All right. I think most of us just have one last round left. Finish up that third one. Ready, yellow? Stand tall. Don't need to move for those hips. Push those hips back. Breathe super light. You can always go back and go single leg, right? Do half on one side, go half on the other side. We're checking every once in a while, pat that belly, poke those sides, make sure they're nice and tight. Like that bottom of that RDL. Same thing with that squat. Make sure we're braced. Rolling into the squats, banded squats. Nice there. Keep it up, guys. Last round. Good work. I think it's just ripping through this. Almost there. Stuff. We're going to finish with a little side plank. All right. Slow on my bottom, to the other side. Elbow into that shoulder if you lose. Try not to let it slip out. You go way up towards your ear. Nice, you're done. Get some water. Enjoy the break. We'll come all back down when we're all finished. We'll get a nice little stretch, pull ourselves down. You guys are great. All right, so just to surprise you guys, if you want to play along, pick a stretch that you really like, okay? I'll start off. If you're into it, raise a hand. Maybe there's something we don't stretch out for you guys, and maybe something you want to show us, or something that you just like, oh, I really need to stretch, blah, my calves, my triceps, whatever it might be that we don't get. So the show of hands, if you want to, volunteer. And if not, you can also say, I see Ms. B, And if not, if it comes around to you, you can say, hey, how do you stretch whatever it is out? Does that make sense? All right, I'll start off. Let's go and do a nice little calf stretch. Okay, so I like my calves to get stretched out because I don't feel like I get enough. And so, here boys, go ahead and use a wall. You can push up against that wall, push that leg back behind you, and try to extend that leg back. Keep my heel down towards that floor, and just push it back, and then lean forward as much as I can. If that doesn't work for you, you can always bend it some, the knee, and you might get it in that soleus bone. Finally, if that doesn't work for you, we'll go back to that down dog position. We're just going to go one leg. So there's 3 different kinds of ways you do those calves. Let's switch if you haven't switched. And maybe after this, Adam, you can do the next one. And then Brenna, and then Sylvia, and then his name. Okay. All right, Mr. Adam. If you're there, what you got for us, buddy?
Let's just do hip flexor.
Hip flexor? Show us
Yeah.
how. Which one are you looking for?
Okay.
You're the demo. You're the demo. Oh, I like that. Okay. So go down to a knee. I'll put my left knee down, put my right foot forward. I'm going to push that hip as far forward as I can. And we're looking for that nice stretch right here. Now, if you want that bonus, reach that arm up, reach it back, and you might get a bit more towards the abs. Because once again, that little muscle is located on your finger, comes all the way up across onto your spine, the lower part of your spine, your lumbar spine. Good. And let's come on back. Let's switch it. Miss Sylvia, if you're in it, let us know what your next stretch will be. Push that hip forward. Find that good stretch. Now, if you want more of that bonus, reach up, reach back, come back towards that wall. And slowly come off a bit. All right, Miss Sylvia.
Yeah, so I would like to know a good stretch for this part of the back, the middle here. But
Where-
I don't know, except child's pose, I cannot think of one.
You say the middle of your back?
Yeah, like here, because like I
Your
feel
low back.
out here today with all the RDLs and all that.
Here's an easy one. If you have a really sore back, it's a really easy one to do. So it's kind of what we do normally. You can lay flat on your back, shoulders and arms down. Put your feet and your knees together. We're gonna roll them.
Okay, yeah.
Keep your feet stacked. And it's a lot more gentler than bringing that leg straight up and over. Does that work for you?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, good. And work on your breath. Take a big breath in through your belly. And a big one out. Now, if you need a little bit more, you can put a hand on top and pull that top knee down towards the ground if you want more. So, we'll go in, big breath out. We'll do this one more time. Big breath in. Now, on the breath out, bring those knees back up to that neutral position. Now we're going to go big breath in. On that breath out, we're going to roll to the opposite side. Go slowly, especially if your back is sore. Now, if this one's not getting good, but you need a little bit more, you can always bring the legs out, one leg up, and then up and over it. Okay? For those of you who maybe don't have as much low back stuff going on, but if not, let's stay here. Okay. So after this Dana, I think you'll be up if you're good.
Okay.
Big breath in, big breath out. Let's return back to neutral. Now, if your low back is still sore, stay on some of these stretches a little bit longer, okay? All right, what do we got next?
So what I like is the hamstring stretch when it's like this.
Oh, I like that too. All right. And we don't have to go too far from the ground. So we're just going to the knee. Leg goes out straight, toe comes up towards that ceiling. Keep that straight. And all we're going to do is hinge at the hip. You put your hands under the leg. If you can reach the ground, do that. Glutes, go for it. We're just going to bring that chest to that floor. You might feel it in the back of that knee. And some of you might bend that knee some. So even if you bend that knee a little bit, keeping that heel on the ground, you'll feel it higher up on that hamstring. And so depending on where you want it, lower on the hamstring, leg straight, bend the knee just slightly, and bring that chest down, you'll feel it higher on the hamstring, closer to your bottom. Good, let's come back up nice and easy. Let's go to that opposite side. Leg out. Adjust it how you like it. Straight leg, bent leg, you can get both if you want. What is your body asking for right there? I'm gonna get a slight bend. All right, my last one I'm gonna get for you is going in that frog position. So I'm gonna get my groin on the inside of my thighs, but just putting my hands on the outside of my feet. Right? Hands on the outside of my feet, and I'm gonna push my elbows against my thighs. And so it opens up my knees, and I get a nice stretch on the inside of my legs. Different ways of doing this. That bothers your knees, I get it. You can stand up, and we can keep this leg straight, kind of how we do that lateral lunge. We'll just come down to this position too. That doesn't work for you, you can sit on your bottom, and you can also do a little butterfly stretch. Several ways of doing it, getting the same muscle group. So if I sat here, put my feet in, tuck my heels in, pushing my elbows down against my legs to open up this groin area. All right, that's all I have for you today. Hope you guys have a good rest of the week. I'll be out Friday. We're going to do some camping.
Where you going?
It's going to be extremely hot.
Nice work, everybody.
Yeah.